Hi, my name is James and this is my rapid action art lesson. This is a craft I made called hanger window drawing. This is intended for grade 4 and is about three-dimensional spaces and drawings that connects with the art outcome of CP 4.7 and CP 4.8. This art lesson should be near the end of a unit after they have learned techniques with how to create depth on a piece of paper. This craft from start to finish took about 2 hours, so expect this to take a few days to complete the project. The learner's expectation is to create a Saskatchewan nature drawing with three-dimensional aspects that is based off a picture. Students can bring their own pictures, or use pictures from magazines supplied from teachers, or find pictures off the internet to print off for them to use. At this age, I wouldn't recommend making them draw from memory with the expectation of it requiring 3D elements in their drawings. But you could adapt the lesson to do that because that could be fun. Materials and tools you'll need is wire. I use a metal hanger, but something thinner is a good idea for children so it bends easier. You need a hot glue gun, pencil crayons, paper, and pliers to help bend the wire. The first step is to create the hanger frame. Have a piece of paper to gauge when to bend the wire. Again, a hanger is quite thick, so a thinner wire is recommended unless the teacher wants to prepare this ahead of time. The second step is to draw. This took me about an hour, but this can vary depending on the complexity of the drawing. It's good to remind students techniques to use before drawing, such as the size of things being bigger up close and smaller when far, or having a winding road go off into the distance to help them guide where things should be big or small. I found that thinking that the wire frame is like a window you're looking through is helpful for reminding yourself what you're doing and from what perspective are you looking from. The final step is to hot glue the picture to the frame and then cut the edges that are outside of the wire frame. Since you are using hot glue and pressing it into a thin piece of wire, I would be cautious of allowing students to use a hot glue gun in this situation. But you could, it just depends on your students. Assessment would be looking at if the drawing is based off of Saskatchewan nature and isn't off topic, since this is explicitly stated at the start of the lesson, and you would also be looking for their use of 3D techniques. If you're having a hard time seeing where and how they use 3D, ask the student to explain their drawing to you. For extra resources, I found just Googling Saskatchewan scenery a simple and great way to find examples to practice three-dimensional drawings.